On March 28, 2025, a monstrous force ripped through the heart of Myanmar. A 7.7 magnitude earthquake centered just 17.2 kilometers from the bustling city of Mandalay shook the nation to its core. The tremors, originating at a shallow depth of 10 kilometers, were felt as far away as Thailand, China, and India. Buildings swayed, roads cracked, and a nation watched in horror as the earth moved beneath their feet. The initial quake was just the beginning. A massive 6.4 magnitude aftershock followed, compounding the destruction and sending fresh waves of panic throughout the region. The violent tremors left a trail of devastation in their wake, collapsing buildings, severing transportation routes, and plunging entire communities into chaos and fear. The epicenter, located near Myanmar's second-largest city, Mandalay, experienced the most intense devastation. Mandalay, a city steeped in history and culture, found itself grappling with the sudden and brutal reality of a natural disaster. The iconic Ma Soe Yane Monastery, a symbol of the city's spiritual heritage, crumbled under the force of the quake, its once proud structure reduced to rubble. The earthquake's impact extended far beyond Mandalay, reaching the nation's capital, Naypyidaw. Government buildings, symbols of power and stability, shook violently, with reports of significant damage to the former royal palace and government housing. The highway connecting Mandalay and Yangon, the nation's economic lifeline, suffered severe damage, hindering immediate relief efforts. As the dust settled, the true scale of the disaster began to emerge, revealing a horrific toll on human life. In Myanmar, the death toll climbed rapidly, with the official count reaching a staggering 694. Over 1,670 individuals were injured, many critically, overwhelming hospitals and medical facilities already stretched thin. Tragically, experts at the United States Geological Survey estimated that the final death toll could exceed 10,000, painting a grim picture of the disaster's true scope. The earthquake's devastating reach extended beyond Myanmar's borders, claiming lives in neighboring Thailand. In Bangkok, Thailand's bustling capital, the quake triggered the collapse of a 33-story building under construction, trapping scores of workers inside. The tragedy sent shockwaves through the city, with 8 confirmed fatalities and 90 people still missing at the construction site alone. Across Bangkok, over 169 buildings reported damage, a stark reminder of the earthquake's far-reaching impact. The earthquake's aftermath unveiled a scene of widespread destruction in both Myanmar and Thailand. Collapsed buildings, shattered glass, and mountains of debris became a haunting reminder of the disaster's force. The human cost, measured in lives lost, families torn apart, and communities devastated, cast a long shadow over the region. The collapse of the Ma Soe Yan Monastery in Mandalay served as a poignant symbol of the earthquake's indiscriminate power. The monastery, a place of peace and reflection, lay in ruins, a stark reminder of the fragility of human structures in the face of nature's fury. The damage to government buildings in Naypyidaw further underscored the earthquake's impact, shaking the very foundations of the nation's administration. In the wake of the devastating earthquake, the international community rallied to support Myanmar and Thailand. The United Nations, the United States, China, the European Union, and the Association of Southeast Asian Nations all pledged immediate assistance, sending search and rescue teams, medical supplies, and humanitarian aid to the affected regions. Myanmar's military junta, in a rare appeal for international assistance, declared a state of emergency in 6 regions hit hardest by the earthquake. The junta's call for help, a departure from its usual isolationist stance, underscored the severity of the disaster and the urgent need for external support. A Chinese disaster response team arrived promptly in Myanmar, bringing with them essential supplies and expertise in search and rescue operations. Thailand's government responded swiftly to the crisis, with Bangkok's governor declaring the affected areas a disaster zone and taking charge of the disaster response. Rescue workers, aided by sniffer dogs and heavy machinery, raced against time to locate survivors trapped beneath the rubble of the collapsed building in Bangkok. Hospitals across the city worked tirelessly to treat the injured, while authorities set up emergency shelters to provide refuge for those displaced by the disaster. The United States, despite recent cuts to the United States Agency for International Development, pledged significant assistance to Myanmar. President Trump, in a statement expressing solidarity with the people of Myanmar, assured the nation of America's unwavering support in their time of need. The outpouring of international aid offered a glimmer of hope amidst the devastation, a testament to the shared humanity that binds nations together in times of crisis. As the initial shock subsided, the arduous task of rebuilding shattered lives and communities began. Rescue operations continued in both Myanmar and Thailand, with teams working tirelessly to locate survivors trapped beneath the rubble. The threat of aftershocks loomed large, adding to the complexity and danger of the rescue efforts. A 4.2 magnitude aftershock, a stark reminder of the Earth's continued instability, sent tremors through the region, hampering rescue operations and causing further anxiety among the already traumatized population. The earthquake's impact extended beyond immediate casualties and structural damage. Power outages plunged parts of Mandalay and Yangon into darkness, disrupting communication networks and hindering relief efforts. Myanmar National Airlines canceled flights, further isolating the country and complicating the arrival of essential aid. The long road to recovery lay ahead, fraught with challenges that extended far beyond the immediate aftermath of the disaster. The earthquake in Myanmar served as a stark reminder of the devastating power of nature and the importance of international cooperation in times of crisis. As the affected nations grappled with the immense task of rebuilding, the global community stood ready to assist, offering support, resources, and a shared commitment to helping Myanmar and Thailand heal and recover.